field for the first stands well. The favourite Pull the Trigger. And that's exactly what the starter's done to release the field, and the big fellow Frappuccino bounced out of the gates in a real hurry. Won the start easily over Ace Command, Pulled the Trigger, an amazing cheat all about the crack, and getting back behind them to War Matters and also Date with the Devil. The last couple, Tony Spirit, Canny Jack settling down at the tail end of the field. He's fighting for a bit of rain, Frappuccino, at the 1200 as he tried to slow them up, and Frappuccino just reaching for a bit more leather, wanting to throw the head around as he attempts to steady him down. 3/4 amazing cheat. A length and a half away then Ace Command outside of the favourite Pull the Trigger. A length and a half all about the crack, and then War Matters followed by Date with the Devil, who's under a straight back there with two behind him at the 800 metre mark. Tony Spirit and also Canny Jack. It's Frappuccino in control of proceedings though, and the maiden galloper leads by a length. Amazing cheat running second. Pull the Trigger with every chance against Pike down on the inside third, ahead of Ace Command at the 600. They're about to roll along from all about the crack, and War Matters, Date with the Devil still patiently handled, about to come off heels. Then Tony Spirit, last of all is Canny Jack. 400 left to go. Frappuccino about a neck in front of amazing cheat. Pike is pushing Pull the Trigger up on the inside to be close handy with Ace Command. A gap to War Matters, and further back is all about the crack. Then Date with the Devil at the 250. An amazing cheat reaches the lead. Pull the Trigger sees a bit of daylight, comes out after him now. Ace Command, War Matters, Date with the Devil, Canny Jack. It's amazing cheat. Pull the Trigger. Here comes War Matters though. It's War Matters on the outside hitting the lead. War Matters beat Canny Jack, coming from last to grab second. Pull the Trigger there might be third. Pretty tight though, in company with amazing cheat. Tony Spirit got warm late. All about the crack. Date with the Devil didn't fire. Ace Command dropped out. So did Frappuccino, who is amongst the last of them in. Number 6, War Matters, is first. Ridden by Brad Parnham. Number 6, War Matters, will take out the first for the day for Brad Parnham. Reserved for this race after being scratched at Northam on Thursday. That would have been an easier assignment. Darren McAuliffe had the confidence to bring this 4-year-old to Ascot, and with Brad Parnham lifting it to the line, beats Canny Jack. A good run from the back. Pull the Trigger, amazing cheat in a photo for third, which goes the way of Pull the Trigger. Amazing cheat fourth home, and Date with the Devil, the big disappointment, finishing back there in the field, not coming on whatsoever. 6, 9, 3 and 8. War Matters is the winner of the opening event today by War Chant, out of Impressing Matters, who hailed from the same yard, trained by Darren McAuliffe. Brad Parnham aboard the winner, scoring from number 9. Canny Jack, the Bunbury galloper, the son of Galar from Belle La Vie, Troy Turner, Chris Stelmack, and 3 Pull the Trigger by Patronise out of Gunpowder Grey, with every hope against Willie Pike for trainers Dan and Ben Pearce. Tony Spirit seemed to finish off the race pretty well over the concluding stages there, but Frappuccino went a bit too keenly, and he was a shot duck in the home straight. Date with the Devil didn't respond under the urgings of Clint Johnston Porter. They've run 1:37.59. It was a dawdlingly run race, so the back marker's doing a great job when the sprint went on, and a half a length are the margins there to the first. Race 2, the Wittens Irrigation and Design Handicap over 2,200. 4 Soldanel, 5 Lead by Example of the scratchings. A field of 7. It will be a pay 1-2 the next on the card. Let's go to Lockie down there with the big fellow. D-Mac in the yard after the first.
Yes, Darren. I'm joined by Darren McAuliffe. Darren, nice way to start the day. War Matters. He's a horse you've always had plenty of time for. Talk us through your decision-making process in the fact that he's still eligible for easier races, but he came straight to a Saturday today.
Yeah, I was just worried about the firmness of the track at Northam. Knowing the rain was going to come, and you know, he performed really well here last start. Rail being out 8, just thought it was a better option for him.
In the run today, he was 3 back the fence, always travelled really nicely under Brad Parnham.
Yeah, he was good. He can get a little bit keen. He's sort of still trying to work things out. When they slacken the tempo mid-race, he was really good though. Brad had him on a cotton thread, and he was sort of, you know, when they travel, they can just extricate themselves off the fence the way he was. And yeah, it was a perfect ride by Brad.
He was out to the mile today. Is he the type of horse that you look to stretch out in trip in time?
Yeah, he'll get a lot further. All his heart rates and his, his lungs, respiratory rates and everything sort of indicate that he's, and have done from day dot, that he'll get a lot further. So, yeah, he's an exciting horse.
I heard you on the Sports Daily speak about the fact that you've been just troubled with shin soreness with this horse. Do you have to still manage that still to this day?
Yeah, 100%. He was standing in a wash bay this morning at about 8 o'clock with ice boots on. We're allowed to ice his legs race days and stuff like that. But it's just one of those things that you got to do with him just to manage him. So yeah, we do everything that we can to sort of keep him, get him to the races in as better shape as we can.
Now, Kalima in the third. What are we doing with her today, D-Mac?
Well, I don't know. I can't get the horse any better. I've had her spot on for for 3 runs, including today. So, if we get our share of luck, we might have just used it all up. But look, she's knocking on the door. She should appreciate the mile, and she'll appreciate the rail out. And it's probably very, very similar to this guy. She'll probably be a little bit different. She'll be sort of probably 5 or 6 back, 1 off the fence. Not a big field. If she gets held up today, well, I'll hang someone.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There's Darren McAuliffe, always honest with his assessments on his horses, but it's great to see War Matters break maiden status here this afternoon. It's not easy to do, Scott, break maiden status in a race like this, but he's always shown the ability to do that, and that's what was on display today.
And I know that he was only coming out of a maiden, so was Frappuccino, Lockie, but they were behind Diamond Dancer in a maiden where she goes straight to a Burgess Queen for Simon Miller. And of course, they ran that race extremely fast, and a horse like War Matters was still getting home nicely at the back end of it. But Bradley Parnham jumps aboard today and gets the job done in the opener. 6-9-3-8. Bradley, War Matters. Tell us about him.
I rode him at Northern first up, I think it was, and we're a bit unlucky that day. So the next start, I rode him at Bunbury, and I thought I'll put him right up there and put him into it. And he disappointed us that day, and I said to D-Mac, he probably just can't be ridden that close. So last start I wasn't on him, they rode him a little bit further back, and he hit the line strong. So he's just turned out to be that type of horse. You just got to let him relax early and get himself into the race, and he finishes off well.
Say at about the 800-metre marker, you were wondering when they were going to get on their bike. It looked like down the back straight they were really going slow.
They were, but I could tell the horse outside me was just starting to struggle a bit. So I thought there was going to be an out for me there. And, yeah, fortunately enough, we worked our way into the clear early enough. And, yeah, from that point on, I was pretty confident.
D-Mac was talking about Kalima later on. He said if she gets held up today, he's going to come out swinging. So what do you do from that barrier?
Oh, not get held up then, by the sounds of it. So, yeah, look, probably ride a little bit cooler again today, but yeah, hopefully we can just work our way into the clear. And yeah, if she gets clear crack at him, I'd say should be right there in the finish.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Brad Parnham continuing his wonderful form in the saddle. He combines with Darren McAuliffe and War Matters to take out the Tap Touch West Speed Platinum Handicap. On the other side of the break, we'll be taking a look at a terrific feature story on the Off the Track program here in WA.